Well, hey guys, and welcome into another video. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. I had a week off and then all of a sudden I got really run down and I was working over 60-hour weeks on top of doing everything that I normally do, and I haven't been able to squeeze in any time until now to finally get a video update for you. In this video guys, I'm going to be going through some market sentiment, what's been happening, where the money is shifting to, and what I am doing with my money. If you are new, then welcome inside. Don't forget to go down there, smash that like button for me, and also hit that big red subscribe button. It is free and you will never miss an episode. And if you want access to any of my private buy and sell alerts or access to my charts, then feel free to support the channel for the price of a coffee on the Discord. Now guys, moving into the markets, I am so excited to finally get this update out to you. I will just want to start off with Alibaba really quickly because again, it did have those massive 52-week high sell off, 50% from $320 all the way down, and it broke its trending support at $200, and we reached that price of about $160. This would have been a perfect opportunity guys to in fact load the boat. I did alert our patrons again that I have been buying this stock heavily over the last few weeks because we have seen continued selling pressure again in that Chinese marketplace. So right now Alibaba guys is at a buy zone for me around these levels. It could be that it's going to be a very long time until China shifts back, but over the last few weeks we've had a ton of news. Tesla has also come out with an iRobot news, which is super exciting, and it is using its artificial intelligence system guys, not only in the autonomous taxi networks that they are going to be building out so that we can have full autonomous driving cars around the world. They are also looking at having artificial intelligent robots that will then be able to do things that you won't want to do. So you would be able to have more free time if you are someone that wants to not do your dishes in the kitchen at night, you want to not hoover your house because you need to free up an extra hour in your schedule on a daily basis. These robots will be at some point available for the mass market where people will buy them and they will gain more data and be interactive. So this is a start of an entire new generation, something like iRobot, which is absolutely crazy, and Tesla stock has obviously since come up with some of this news, and we are now retrading at that high resistance layer again of 700. If we do manage to break this guys over the next few weeks, then we are going to trend higher again all the way up to around that $790 range, because that is where the next level of resistance is technically on the chart for Tesla. Now this is why I'm so focused right now on artificial intelligence and of course energy storage. And you have to remember guys that ARK Invest, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world right now, are trading on the knowledge base that they have their long-term research, their 3 to 5 year research plan, which has 5 technologies. We've got DNA sequencing, which is what we talk about a lot on this channel. We have the artificial intelligence systems like Tesla, and we also have so many more. We've got energy storage guys for the long-term renewable sector of energy and also those electrical vehicles. We also have fintech and blockchain technology, which is going to disrupt major markets, and again we have the next generation. So all of this combined together and converging into one thing, which is going to accelerate everything moving forward. So it's a very, very, very exciting time guys, and the market has been reacting in a very strange way, but the bull market, as Cathy would say, has been broadening out. And at ARK Invest, if I bring up some of their buys recently, we can see yesterday that they even bought 10 cent holding again, which does go to show me guys that the Chinese fears, where they have been selling and selling and selling, now have come back down to a very attractive price range, where even ARK Invest are now starting to buy back in to these heavy Chinese stocks because they really believe that they are now severely undervalued due to those fundamental sell-offs, because we have had nothing but negative news sentiment in the Chinese economy. So what have I been doing? Like I said, I have been buying up Baba. Again, NEO is at a buy zone for me around these levels because as the future approaches, we are going to see a continuation in China, especially in the energy storage sector and autonomous driving. And as Tesla starts to accelerate that, guys, moving forward with all of their data, we are going to see that shift into electrical vehicles and energy storage with artificial intelligence systems, and companies like NEO that are second in line to the price that also want to have that global domination are going to benefit massively. So again, this is just something that I'm letting you guys know what I have been doing, and at these prices for the long term, if you are a long-term investor, these prices are going to absolutely be fine, because NEO is only going to double and then double again over the next 2 years with their manufacturing capacity, and they are going to be expanding globally now, as we know, coming from this month in Norway, and it's just going to be an absolutely fantastic opportunity for all of us shareholders, again, that are looking into the future of these stocks. So guys, if you are someone that has been fearful because there has been a lot of selling, Just remember the markets are now up in green. Yesterday we did see some shift back into those innovation plays, as you can see up on the screen. We did see, you know, a lot of money shift back in, and we finally start to have a tiny bit of a reversal because most of these stocks, guys, have now found support and again are in Vita play, which is a stock that we like to talk about on this channel, which I know our Patreons are also interested in, because this is a stock that we have been loading up on, is again at a new buy zone for us there as well. So if you want to know when in fact we are buying into these stocks, then be sure to join the Discord, which I will leave a link in the description below. I also want to quickly brief on Bitcoin, because cryptocurrency had, you know, a massive sell-off, and like I said, this was a fantastic buy the dip opportunity. Anyone that did manage to load these boats here on the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is going to now be doing extremely well, because Bitcoin again has now started to rise up about 15 to 20% since we did see that sell-off just earlier in the month of July. So this is why, guys, I like to buy the dip. I sold my Palantir. I'm still waiting for a patient dip on this to come back down to around that $23 price range before I start to load heavy. ARK Invest are loading up the boat on this stock. The best bet, guys, is to just dollar cost average in with small positions every now and again, and then start to increase those positions if you actually get it to your target price where you want to buy in. My target price for Palantir is more around the $22 to $23 range. That is when I will start to buy a lot more aggressively in this stock. I am still holding this one again in one of my portfolios, so I'm not fully sold out of my position, but once we did see a push, you know, from some of these profits that we did see when it was down at $18, I did want to take profit quite rapidly, and it has now since started to cool off a little bit, hoping again for a tiny bit more of selling so I can really start to increase that position up again. That's just something I wanted to do to move some of my money around while I had some profits in the short term, because Palantir is going to be a very, very long-term stock, and I don't think it's going to jump up very heavily again over the next few days. QSI, guys, is another stock that I have been talking about on my Discord again, so if you would like access to this, then be sure to join the private Patreon. But this is a stock, guys, that is now in my portfolio, and we are now sitting up in our position on this stock. This is a long-term protein sequencing stock, so it's working in the biotech and pharmaceutical sector in the stock market, which again is related to that DNA sequencing, because we know a lot about how we are going to cure diseases with genomics and moving forward in the future of DNA sequencing and the genomic revolution, but we don't have much information on protein folding and of course protein sequencing, which is a completely different beast to again the genomics. But this company, guys, are a company that is working inside that sector. So this is a stock that we have been talking about on our channel, and we are now starting to load the boat, and it has now started to move up, and we are now up on our position. So that's also very, very exciting. So these are all the stocks, guys, that we are kind of interested in right now. I just wanted to give a general market update for exactly what is happening. I'm not worried about, again, any major corrections in the market. We did see, obviously, last week, again, another sell-off in the S&P Spider Index. We almost touched down onto the 200 SMA, and we have now since rebounded, because, again, we had news with the Delta variant that we are going to see some more money continuing to flood into the stock market, which, again, has opened up these plays to continue to accelerate forward, and it has made the bull market even stronger, in my opinion, because more money is flooding into the capital markets. So at these prices, guys, yes, things are very highly priced. CATHIE Wood says the average PS and PE ratios are going to be double that over the next 5 years to what they have traditionally been, because of the fact that we have so much innovation, and all these innovation platforms are converging into one, and we also have a lot of money right now that is shifting into the marketplace. And if you are looking, guys, for a very strong, high, reliable innovation play right now, that is one of the bonus stocks that I have been talking about for absolutely months. It was one of the first videos I did make a video on when I started my YouTube channel, guys, was DraftKings. So let me just bring up DraftKings up on here, because I want to see exactly what's been happening with this stock. And this is another stock, again, that CATHIE Wood has also still been loading up on, and we have now hit that resistance layer of around $56. So if we have a tiny sell-off, guys, over the next day or two, then this will be a great place to start to load the boat, because we did see, you know, some really nice selling in this stock from its highs of around $74, and a perfect place to have entered this stock was when it was again in that mid 40 range, which I did make 2 videos on in the months of around April and also June. So hopefully you guys did catch that buy the dip opportunity, because again, this is a great innovation play. And moving forward, DraftKings obviously just announced a merger with Golden Nugget Online Gaming, so I did sell my shares of Golden Nugget because it had a massive push of about 40 to 50%, guys. So right now I'm holding DraftKings in my long-term portfolio. If we get some selling onto that 50 or 21 EMA, and then we can start to bounce up, hopefully break that layer of resistance and retest those highs again of $74 over the next 12 months, which again is going to give us a nice upside of about 25 to 35%. But moving on, guys, we do have some high price targets, and over the next 12 months we even have analysts have this at $105. So if we are to reach that, guys, that is going to be a doubling of your money over the next 12 months. Now, I'm not that bullish on DraftKings because we still have to jump through a lot of hoops, again, with a lot of these regulations with online gambling, but again, it is going to have that potential, and once we do jump through those hoops, then this is going to absolutely soar and take off, and it will be one of the biggest gambling stocks that we have on the stock market that we can put in our portfolio. So guys, that is what I'm doing. These are some of the stocks I'm watching. If you liked any of the stocks that I talked about, then please be sure to leave a like on this video, and also let me know below in the comments so I can do a further in-depth video. I hope that you guys are staying well. I am going to get an ALPP update out at some point. I just wanted to throw out a lot of these innovation plays. What I'm doing with my money, I have not been scared of any of the selling, and again, where I see the money shifting into innovation as these innovation platforms start to converge moving forward, just like we have seen in the Tesla robot and the AI systems with their autonomous taxi network and energy storage, because all of these technologies, guys, the AI and energy storage is already starting to converge. The steps are there. ARK's research is showing off. The cryptocurrencies are now starting to move back up since we did have that selling pressure from the governments wanting to regulate everything. So guys, that marks up this video. Like I said, be sure to leave a like and make sure that you are subscribed, and I look forward to seeing you back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. I will try my best to get as much content out as I can in September, but I am on a cruise at the end of the month from Sunday to Sunday in Barcelona. So once I'm back from there, I will be able to start reallocating a schedule for myself and finding more time as the end of the season comes to a close, and I will then have some more free time, and I will be doing these long 12-hour shifts like I have today and tomorrow, and I did yesterday as well around these videos. So guys, I will see you in my next video. Ciao.